Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, Labor Day, so it's a holiday for us in Canada. I am just kind of hanging out and I am working a little on my, I was going to call it my conspiracy shawl, but that's the yarn. My Lavender Field shawl by Helen Stewart of Curious Handmade as part of her Shawl Society 5. And I'm just kind of knitting away. I think that's the wrong side. That's, I don't know, I can't remember. Oh no, it's the right side. So you can kind of see, I've got a little bit more of this knit and I absolutely love how that's turning out. The color against the black and white of the Hypothesis yarn Helvetica is lovely. I am so glad I chose these colors. So my husband went to drop some of my stepson's clothes off at his new apartment just because he had done laundry and realized there was still some of his clothes left, and I think it was also an excuse for him to go over and see him. I think he's having a little bit of an issue with the adjustment. But we did go over the other day, Saturday, I think it was, we went over there just to see his apartment and drop some other clothes off to him that he had left behind. And then I popped into the Loop and I picked up some white kid silk mohair for the Snowdrift shawl by Emily Foden that I'm going to start once I finish this. I'm just like, I got bang issues today. Everybody, it is September something, 14th. So I'm out at lunch again. I went down to Sport Check and bought a pair of not running shoes, walking shoes. Because when the weather hits fall, I just want to be outside. So I thought there's days I just don't want to go to the gym. So I thought I would get a pair of walking shoes because I don't actually have any. My running shoes are at home and I need to keep them there for the dog walking. So I got a pair of walking shoes and I decided that I'm just going to keep those at the office or in my car, either way. And then on days like today, I can just change over to my gym gear, throw my walking shoes on and go for a walk. Now, it's an industrial park, so it's not... Where I'm at is pretty nice. But overall, it's an industrial park, so it's kind of, you know, not the most aesthetically pleasing. But I can actually do laps around this campus, and I could probably do like 3 laps, and that would be a good distance. So that's about all that's going on. That's it. We have an audience. Good morning, everybody. It is September 15th, I think. So it is 6:45 in the morning. I am going to head down. I'm going to the coffee shop every morning. I even went twice on the weekend because I'm doing a read through of my book, so it's not like super taxing, and I'm really enjoying it because I haven't read these books in so long. I also got the rights back from Harlequin for my first Salvation Falls book, so that was really good news yesterday, so I can take that and release it on my own now. Yeah, so I'm gonna go do that this morning. I'm working from home today. I work from home on Wednesdays, and that means we get to hang out with the pooch. But right now I gotta pack my bag and get down there so I get my little spot in the corner. Okay, we are back from writing, and it was a very good writing day. I got 38 pages done, not written, like read through and cleaned up. We're going down into the dungeon. I have some orders I have to fill from the fall update. If I had been smart and thinking, I probably would have snagged some of these for myself, but that's the problem with being a small batch dyer, is that I want to put them all in the shop, but I also want to keep some for myself. These are the new yarns. So here we have the 3. So this is September Morn, this is Falling Leaves, and this is Embers of November. So these are all on my MCN Gush base because they're gushy. They're so gushy. So the way I do it is September morn sort of signifies when the leaves are just starting to turn, but there's still like some green left. So you're starting to see the hints of color. Then in falling leaves, this is when the fall leaves are kind of in their glory. So you've got the bright orange and the bright red and the golds. And then the green starts to get darker. It becomes more of a foresty, mossy green. Embers of November is after the leaves have fallen. There may still be a few hints left of so we have some like red and yellow or gold in there, but you're starting to see more of the forest floor. And then this kind of signifies like that November sky you get. And you're starting to see kind of more of the forest trees, which are kind of a piney spruce color showing through. So that's kind of how I do it. And every year the color gets distributed sometimes a little differently, so that even though it's the same colorway, every year it's just a little titch different. So I'm really happy with how these were distributed this year. So those are in the shop now. There's a limited supply, so if you do want some, you might want to grab it while it's there. Hi everybody, it is September 17th, Friday. I have the day off, so I thought I would, number one, get some knitting done, but I also was going through my stash. And what I thought I would just do is kind of go through, because I was going to do some swatches, and I also wanted to figure out what I wanted to pair this with. And what I think I'm going to pair this with is this from Homespun House, which I believe, yeah, this is the Game of Thrones Targaryen colorway. I thought this would make a really good Musselburgh hat, because I wanted to make a few of those this year. I think those would pair really nicely. So I think that's what I'm going to do with these, because I'm really trying to get through as much as of my stash as possible. Now, if I was smart, I would make that a Christmas gift, but it's so pretty and I want to use it for myself. There you have it. I'm not even going to apologize. So the other thing I dug out was these three. These three beauties are from Argh Yarns, made in Turkey. And this is their cashmere mono, which is basically hand-dyed cashmere. 200 meters for 50 grams. It's fingering weight, 100% cashmere. And it's crazy expensive. It's like $39.50 for a 50-gram ball. So this was definitely a treat yourself. But if you picked it up and you could feel it, it was a splurge, but it was a nice splurge. I would like to stripe it because I just love the look of these together. That still leaves me with kind of one left over. So my other thought was, because it's so crazy soft, is I may do a cowl with it, and then stripe it and go kind of like thicker on the red stripes and then thinner on the kind of gray, browny green color. So you know what? I think I might make a cowl out of those, because I think a striped cowl would be gorgeous. So that's what I think I'll make out of those. So I appear to have two starting points. I've got the main one that is all of this, And then I have this bit, which starts here. So I'm not exactly sure what happened. So I'm not quite sure how to fix that. I could cut this and weave it in and then just go with this around. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I can't figure out any other way to get around this because I don't exactly know what happened. Unless I ran out here and then started with the new ball. But then why would that be like right there? This is gonna take a think. I just remembered why. Because I was helical knitting, that's why. Oh God. Panic averted. Good afternoon. It is September 28th, so this is probably going to be the last bit that I do for the September vlog. So I put a little work into my coastal carp raglan. I'm doing the hem now. What I ended up doing was increasing along the sides a little bit, and then I'm going to do, I think it's called Lori's Twisted Bind Off. And I decided, because I increased 6 stitches overall, or 8, I forget. Anyway, I decided to go down a needle size to do the hem because I thought it looked a little neater. And then I will do the twisty bind off. So I think that will work in correcting the hem issue. I also knit about, I think about that much in length before I started, like that much extra from what I had originally before I started doing the hem. So that will bring the length down, I think, where I wanted it. So I'm hoping to have that done over the next couple of days before I do the next podcast episode so that I can show it to you. I don't know if I'll have time to block it before then. Because it's, what's today? Tuesday? Wednesday? Tuesday. And I'm hoping to maybe try to get the episode done on Friday because I have the day off, but I'm not sure. I feel like there's something else going on Friday. I know it's our anniversary, but I can't remember if there's anything else going on. We haven't actually booked anything because we had a COVID exposure in our office. So I just have to wait to get my results back. I wasn't in direct contact with the person, so I should be okay, but I just have to wait until I get my test results back, which should be either today or tomorrow morning, just to verify. And my husband got tested as well. So we should know by tomorrow at the latest if we're fine. And then if we are, then we'll look at maybe booking a dinner somewhere. So that's all that's going on. Little Chuckles here is fast asleep. Because we had an exposure in the office, we had to close down the office for the week. So I'm working from home this week. And we're just getting the whole area like deep cleaned and sanitized and everything. Just keep everybody safe. And so I get to work from home with my lazy office mate. She's actually much quieter than my regular office mates. So that's not too bad. I get working from home and then I go on vacation. like